General Hospital spoilers. Drew's press conference ends in disaster. Willow watches horror show? I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Please subscribe to the channel. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, is planning a press conference that could end in disaster. Will Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, find herself watching a horror show soon? GH fans know Drew has earned the nickname Congressman Cutthroat, thanks to the scathing article that was published about him in The Invader. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, set that article in motion and created plenty of public backlash for Drew. That's why Drew wants to do damage control by getting the press to focus on something positive. Drew's working with the hospital on a pediatric sports initiative, so he intends to highlight that and generate some positive buzz. Drew also blackmailed Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, into standing by his side for this press conference, and he pressured Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, to come represent the mayor's office. It's obvious that this press conference is turning into a huge deal, so where's all this heading? Could Drew's reputation take an even worse hit once this event gets underway? Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, will extend an offer to Willow during the week of March 17th to 21st, but she'll struggle with some doubts later. We'll see a torn Nina as she deals with some reservations about her plans. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, made it clear to Nina that they have to turn Willow against Drew fast. Willow's almost ready to move in Drew's place and settle the kids in their new home, so that's the last thing Nina and Carly want. Could Nina's offer and reservations have something to do with the press conference that's brewing? Will Nina plot some sort of public exposure that'll make Drew explode publicly as even more of a villain? Nina might come up with some shocking evidence, whether it's real or fake, and leak it to reporters just in time for this press conference. Drew may expect to answer easy questions about the pediatric sports initiative and pat himself on the back, but he could land on the hot seat instead. Perhaps Drew will have to answer some extremely difficult questions instead as he sweats and squirms through what's next. There's even a chance some gossip might leak to reporters regarding Drew's romantic entanglements with both Willow and her mom. It might be out of Nina's hands if the press finds out another way. Drew might get grilled about all the mother-daughter sleaziness and leave Willow demanding answers about whether this is true. Could force Nina to confirm her former fling with Drew and face the inevitable backlash. Regardless, this press conference might be the perfect place for some sort of Drew downfall. Drew has been making predictions about this solving his image problems, but it'll probably just make things worse in the end. General Hospital spoilers say Willow will get updates on some scandalous news eventually, so stay tuned. Port Charles was abuzz with anticipation as Drew Cain prepared for his long-awaited press conference. The event was supposed to be a game-changer, an opportunity for Drew to unveil a massive business venture that would not only boost Aurora Media's presence but also reshape the power dynamics in town. With major investors, high-profile guests, and even political figures in attendance, this was set to be the biggest media event of the year. But Drew's moment in the spotlight was destined to take a dark turn. Little did he know, enemies lurked in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As he stepped onto the stage, microphone in hand and confidence radiating from his every word, disaster loomed just beyond the surface. And watching it all unfold with growing dread was Willow Tate. Sabotage in motion, a perfect storm of chaos. As Drew began his speech, the atmosphere was tense but electrifying. Porters hung onto his words, eager for the bombshell revelation. But then the first sign of trouble appeared, a technical glitch that cut his mic mid-sentence. Murmurs rippled through the crowd, but Drew, ever the professional, tried to push forward. Then came the real chaos. A masked figure emerged from the back of the room, throwing documents onto the stage, papers filled with shocking accusations against Drew and Aurora Media. Some alleged insider trading, others suggested shady dealings with previously unknown associates from his time away. Within seconds, the room turned into a media frenzy. Flashbulbs went off, reporters shouted over each other, and chaos reigned. Willow, watching from the front row, felt her stomach drop. Something wasn't right. Someone was trying to destroy Drew's reputation in real time. But before she could process it fully, the next wave of disaster hit. A medical crisis unfolds. As Drew attempted to regain control, insisting the allegations were false and a setup, gasps erupted from the audience. A well-dressed woman in the front row collapsed, clutching her chest. Medics were called in as the realization dawned. Someone had been poisoned, and the timing couldn't be coincidental. Was Drew the true target? Or was this a warning shot for something even bigger? Panic spread like wildfire. Security rushed to lock down the event while Drew was pulled aside by Jordan Ashford, who demanded immediate answers. Meanwhile, Willow, still recovering from her own health struggles, felt a wave of anxiety. She knew that this wasn't just a random series of misfortunes, this was calculated, deliberate, and deeply personal. Fallout, a town divided. As the night unfolded, the scandal surrounding Drew's press conference shook Port Charles to its core. Speculation ran wild. Was Victor Cassadine's legacy still haunting them? Could this be retaliation from a rival faction? Or was someone close to Drew involved? Willow, determined to uncover the truth, refused to sit back as the disaster unraveled. She knew that Drew was no saint, but she also knew he didn't deserve this public execution of his character. With Michael Corinthos by her side, she vowed to get to the bottom of the chaos before it consumed them all.